Hey there, so today we have another beer from Twisted Fate, a brewery opening up in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts. And thank you so much for the awesome glass and the shirt. So this is a chocolate coconut porter 7.2. And so this, in my mind, is what you should be brewing as homebrewer. A lot of the IPAs and lager styles can be very delicate, very intricate, and need a lot of perfecting, especially in the homebrewer style, versus multi-forward beer that allows, I would argue, a lot of like nuances to not be noticed, you know. And as long as you do a good job, you can get away with some delicious stuff. And some of the best homebrew recipes I've ever had are multi beers. So this is a multi beer. This beer's quite dark for a porter. Yeah, right? I see a little bit of like light in the edge, but it's a pretty dark beer. Yeah, nice looking beer, 7.2. It's sort of in the right outside of the port range. Coconut comes off. A lot of coconut. Nice coconut. A lot of almond joy. Mounds, chocolate, caramelly stickiness. Smells pretty good. Cheers. So, see, this is where it makes sense to me. Like, this is where, again, I think the multi recipes just end up working better, for homebrewers at least. A little dry, huh? Which is actually arguably nice. Nice kind of like creamy mouthfeel. I imagine oats or wheat might have been used in this one, or just a little higher residual sweetness. Nice coconut flavor, not bombasting or bombasting your face too much. It's not a pastry stout. It is a 7.2 porter. Very good. This is commercial level beer for sure. A little bit chocolate rise, just like you wouldn't guess there's chocolate in this one, but the chocolate used is at a perfect point, like mid palate, just like gets rich and chocolatey, almost like the malt's coming in. And it bitters out quite nicely. The bitterness point on this one is actually quite refined and balanced. I think that this beer could be a little bit less bitter and it'd be a little bit more pastryish, but I think the piney bitterness on this one, it's woodsy, piney. I imagine it's just a good bittering charge at 60 minutes that would give this kind of a nice bitterness. Woodsy and dry. Wow, this beer is really nice and dry. Really tasty beer. Yeah, very good. Not overly coconutty, not overly chocolatey. I feel the malt complexity could be a little bit pushed in the sense that 7.2. I feel you can get a little bit more depth. Like, you know, these dark beers can push on like homebrew recipes, you know, like professional breweries, you have to use like bags of malt. So like pushing all these malts is a little bit intense versus homebrew recipe. You just go to the shop and like, you know, ounces and ounces of all kinds of malts. And that's how you build a really beautiful malt bill. And I've heard interviews and stuff. You can go 8 malts on this one. Excuse me. Quite nice, very tasty. This one for me is well done, very well done. I think a little bit like a stringency going on, and like coating your teeth. I don't know what that is. Is the water treatment? Is it the hoppiness? Something like, might be a little bit too hoppy. Okay, so it's pretty good. As you drink it more, the coconut sort of fades away. It's really nice, kind of like dry porter. But I think that the beer would sit better with a little bit more oomph and sweetness to it. Yeah. Because like the initial impression is the aroma is the coconut front, but you know, honestly, it makes it's impression up front and then makes it really drinkable beer, which is like a trick in the mind, which breweries want to do, right? A little bit of dark fruitiness from malt. Very good beer, very good beer. I'm gonna give this one a solid 92. Well constructed beer, a little bit piney. Some of the American porters do that, and then the initial attack of the coconut chocolate sort of like hits you there, but then like it goes away, and that's a really beautiful trick. Well constructed beer. I like this one. 92. Twisted Fate. Check them out. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.